"You're nothing but trash," angry Admiral Lord Alan West destroys puppet Harry in his award Ploy on air. Now, Prince Harry, former royal and current, well, what exactly is he these days? Professional complainer? Spotify's least successful podcaster? Anyway, he's been nominated for the Pat Tillman Award for service at the ESPYs. Sounds fancy, right? Well, hold on to your crowns because this nomination has caused more uproar than Harry's last attempt at growing a full beard. For those who don't know, the Pat Tillman Award is named after a former NFL player who gave up his cushy multi-million-dollar contract to join the US Army after 9/11. Tillman tragically lost his life in Afghanistan in 2004. It's a big deal, meant to honour those who've made significant contributions through service. Real heroes, not whatever Harry thinks he is these days. But here's where it gets juicy. The nominations caused an uproar, and not just among the usual royal watchers. We're talking about military bigwigs. Admiral Lord Alan West, former First Sea Lord and Chief of Naval Staff, has come out swinging with a brutal 8-word warning for our prince in exile. He ought to think very hard and long. Ouch. That's got to sting more than realising your Netflix deal isn't going to make you the next Spielberg after all. And it's not just crusty old admirals who are up in arms about this. Even Pat Tillman's own Mother Mary has expressed shock at Harry's nomination. She said there are recipients that are far more fitting. Ouch. When the mother of the guy the award's named after thinks you're not worthy, well, that's got to sting worse than realising your wife's acting career peaked with Suits. And now we've got Harry being nominated for an award that's meant to honour true sacrifice and service. It's like giving a participation trophy to someone who quit the team halfway through the season because they didn't like the coach's game plan. But let's talk about ESPN for a second, shall we? Because they're not innocent in all of this. Lord West hit the nail on the head when he said they're like picking him because it gives them immense publicity. Bingo. It's all about those sweet, sweet ratings. Think about it. Who's going to tune in to watch some unknown soldier receive an award, no matter how deserving they might be? But throw Prince Harry into the mix, and suddenly you've got a media circus. It's cynical, it's calculated, and frankly, it's a disservice to the memory of Pat Tillman and all the other servicemen and women who've made real sacrifices. Harry wants to have his cake and eat it too. He wants to be seen as this brave, self-sacrificing figure while living a life of luxury in Montecito. He wants to be honoured for his service while constantly complaining about how tough he had it as a royal. Sorry, Harry, but it doesn't work that way. You can't play the victim and the hero at the same time. You can't trash your family and your country, then expect them to shower you with praise and awards. But here's the real tragedy in all of this. Harry had a chance to do something truly meaningful with his platform. He could have used his royal background, his military service and experience, his global fame to make a real difference. He could have been a bridge between the monarchy and the real world. Instead, he's become a cautionary tale, a reminder that fame and fortune aren't enough if you don't have the substance to back it up. A lesson in what happens when you mistake attention for admiration. As for the rest of us, we'll be here watching this whole circus unfold, because, let's face it, as much as we might roll our eyes at Harry's antics, as much as we might shake our heads at his choices, we can't look away. It's like a royal car crash in slow motion, and we're all rubbernecking. But here's a word of advice for anyone thinking of following in Harry's footsteps. Be careful what you wish for. Fame, fortune, freedom from responsibility, they might seem like a dream come true, but dreams have a funny way of turning.